His cunning is just so deep, and he's so entrenched in because he's faced the worst, indomitable things, physical pain and torture in his life. Pain, torture, discomfort means nothing to him.
So good to see you again. The wormhole technology I've waited so patiently for. I don't want power. I want revenge.
Well, I hit the ground running, and I had him. I would go back and look, and almost just that first second you see him is almost enough to go, wow, boom. Put that down to something special in sci-fi land for historical references. You know, I was just meant to do this guy. I've absolutely no doubt about it. That I was the only guy to do it, because it took so long to find me as well. You know, it was round 3 of testing to find me. And once they found me, you know, that was it. But no one thought of me, and I wouldn't have thought that I would ever do anything like it. But I look at those first 4 eps as well and go, wow. You know, I've even surprised myself just how clear the characterisation was.
I am Scorpius. But of course you are.
The easiest choice was, you know, a deeper voice. I have a pretty round sort of deep voice. So I just played with the high-pitched thing, and it gives him a creepiness.
We must know when to be strong and when to show compassion.
Thank you. Thank you.
As a matter of honor, sometimes we must be willing to give of ourselves.
It's hard to connect with this thing that looks like that and speaks like that. I mean,
hello, John.
Now you tell me everything you know about wormholes. Everything.
the growl and the deeper voice is the Scaran side.
I found it.
So, in a sense, it makes sense that the high-pitched voice has evolved because he's been resisting the Scaran side. He wants to go as far away as possible from this Scaran thing that he is. And he's ended up in there somewhere.
That Commandant bitch will return here any time. I must be able to report success, or she's going to scrap my wormhole project, and soon the Scarans will rule half this galaxy.
Oh, Grasshopper, you're so screwed.
We see him lose control with Crichton in Season 3, but it's only in front of Crichton. Season 4, he loses control in front of others, and this is in and around the flowers. And we see him, use that voice, and it's his Scaran side. And he's been defeated in a funny way. He's defeated himself, and he's even displayed it to people.
Didn't know about it.
Stark didn't know about it! This must be a new addition by the Scarans!
He doesn't like to lose, does he?
The voice, as I say, it's like a meter, It's like at home we have we have a meter for fire danger. It goes from green to red, and so his voice is like a meter. When it's in the high pitched, he's in control and everything's going swimmingly, and it's the Scorpio that we sort of love. When it's down in there, fire is burning. It's a big brush fire and it's out of control. But the guy that's powerful is the guy that is up in there. He's speaking high and is eloquent and takes his time. The rhythms are different. The whole thing.
You think I'm bluffing?
Do you want to die?
I really can't remember when I first, did the growl, etc. But it just seems so obvious. He actually has numerous voices.
I promise you, the wormhole calculations you have in your...
Who's there?
Who's there?
So I think the first time I actually used the growl voice was when he was on his own, actually. One of those moments of frustration. So the only people who see it is the audience, which is great. It's like, oh, here's the Scarron in him. Whoa, he's a beast.
You leave me the hell alone. Or the next time we part, one of us will be dead.
The acid bath. The audience sees that. No one else did. They're ahead of the pack. Oh, you cunning bugger.
My earliest memory
Oh, God.
is pain.
The two elements that make him up, the Peacekeeper, the Scarron, he's in denial of both. You know, he doesn't fall in either camp. He's had to forge an identity of his own. It's like in America, you know, with the notion of plastic surgery and the rest of it. People create another sense of themselves. And he's in that sort of area.
What is that?
My boy Scorpius. He's half scared and got a hell of a heat problem.
Physically, he has changed his whole way that he looks. He's reptilian. I mean, each day he's, you know, depending on the conditions, how hot he is, you know, he's looking different. That's him. He's changing. He's like, you know, not so much a chameleon, but depending on the physical, environmental conditions, he might be really sweaty, and you get that sheen effect that we had in season 4, which we didn't have at the top. It was like quite flat. He's a lizard. It's a living thing. His skin and everything, and it's skin that's been tortured. He's not meant to look like that. So I think that's a good thing. I mean, everyone changes, haircuts, etc. But he changes as well. It's not just like this flat, set piece of makeup. No, it's evolving all the time. Every day's different.
I have chosen the name Scorpius.
Interesting choice.
So he's forged his own identity out of resistance, out of education. He's singular. He's on his own. He doesn't share anything with people or creatures unless it's in a way of just to empower himself or to win a situation, or he doesn't share things unless it's sharing something with John Crichton to get the wormhole knowledge.
I have shared these memories for a reason.
Intimacy, no, wrong. Intimacy is him in a room on his own with coolant rods, you know, trying to get cool. That's intimacy for him.
Sorry to wake you, sir, but I think we've finally done it.
He's self-sufficient in a way that no one actually understands in Farscape land or as an audience member. Well, obviously he identifies in Crichton with something in himself. Because Crichton is a singular being in our world of Farscape.
Crichton.
He's the only sort of being like Scorpius. Scorpius is a singular entity. There is no reflection of Scorpius, as there is no reflection of John Crichton in our world. So yes, he identifies with John Crichton and the struggles of Crichton.
I am in control of me!
No more John.
Screw you!
The reverse is more likely. Maybe that's a part of the attachment. There's more to just the want, the need of information and data. There is a real curiosity in the sense of, and within that, there's a regard of, you know, this guy's struggle.
I've never felt this connected, John.
You're not going all mushy on me back there, are you?
You know, the yin and yang thing, you know. They are one of maybe the same, maybe. Maybe that's where we were going, maybe.
You put something in my head.
You know, we have had a chip in Crichton's head. Crichton's got to live with it.
This is no time to be having fun, John.
Get lost!
You've got to focus.
Scorpius is forever saying, you know, don't be this person. Don't be weak, John. You know, don't. It's like, you know, I'm trying to mould him. And he is. Trying to mould him into the being that he wants him to be. You know, you're this, you're that.
This is intolerable for both of us. End it, John. Free us from one another.
Don't give me that human wishy-washy crap. You know?
It's not too late to change the outcome.
Oh, you know everything about me.
He's trying to mould him. But in and around that, he sees a sense of himself in John. And it's like, so it's reflective. It's like, well, I'm not like that. Nor should you be. You want to be as potent as me? You want to survive in this world? You know, get with the picture.